Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. Today we have for you Game 3 of the 2021 MLS regular season. Let's take a look. Hopefully you missed our first episode because that was terrible. You saw the last second loss to Houston Dynamo. Albert Ellis scoring 90 plus 4 minutes on the the goal is so bad we have to watch it again. Let's watch it again. Replay our nightmare. I don't know if there's like a worst goal of the season award, but this has got to be in the running for the worst goal of the season. Junior Ramos with the terrible giveaway. Banged ahead to Albert Ellis. Thiago doesn't know what to do with it, so he just lets Ellis have it. Scores with literally 5 seconds left in the game. Yep. Still salty, in case you haven't guessed. But, speaking of salty, we beat Real Salt Lake on the bounce-back game 4-0. Now, this was an interesting game, because if you notice, all of our goals in the second half, 51, 61, 71, interesting numbers, and then 83. Why'd they score an 83 instead of 81? That would have been miraculous. But anyway, we had an interesting half against Real Salt Lake. It was not good, to say the least. Our first half, we couldn't get anything going. We couldn't do much of anything, so we switched formations. We went from the burning man formation to the skipping man formation, which is the 4-2-3-1 asymmetric that we've been running. And it got us going. It got us moving in the second half. We just dominated. We took control of the match, and it was like RSL didn't know what to do. Now, they had a lot of guys who were tired and injured and stuff, so maybe they just wore out in the second half. But here's Petrasso sending it in. Lopez with an easy goal after it ricochets, pinballs through the crowd. And here we go. Great tackle by Duverne. Yellow card and all. D'Alessandro bangs it forward, and here's that guy, Kyle Aaron, the one we love to complain about, but look at that. He's just so much trouble in the open field. Now get him, right in front of goal, maybe not so much, but in the open field, he's pretty good. Then here's Junior Ramos getting it wide again to Petrasso. Petrasso again turning around, banging it in there. Kyle Aaron, I guess he's pretty good in front of goal too. What can you say? This guy, when he's on, and when he's off, he's off. That's just all there is to it. Here's Junior Ramos looking around. Another pass to Petrasso. Great pass to D'Alessandro. He's got to recover. Back to Petrasso. Just toying with him. Left wing, right wing, back and forth. There you go. Lots of goals in the second half. That's pretty good. Ratings-wise, we killed it too. D'Alessandro, 9.0 rating. Petrasso, 9.0. Kyle Aaron, 9.3. Lopez brought him in, had an 8.3 rating playing the advanced playmaker. Ramos, 7.5. Egor, we brought him in to play that deep-lying playmaker role, and he played outstanding as well. 7.9 rating. Everybody played very well, except our fullbacks. Our starting fullbacks got in yellow card difficulty, and our backup fullbacks maybe didn't play quite as well as the rest of the team, but they weren't a liability out there. We got the shutout, so no problems there. So now, who do we face but the Los Angeles Galaxies? Herbalife sponsorship. I wonder if they still have that sponsorship by 2021. Is Herbalife still going to be a big thing in 2021? I don't know. But we shall see. Maybe they'll be called the LA Herbalifes by then, though. Everybody will get on the Red Bull train. Anyway, not registration. What are we looking at here? Let's go to our own. Let's not worry about LA Galaxy. Let's look at ourselves here for a second. And we're going to stick with the Burning Man formation to start out with. The 4-1-2-3. And we're going to do this because I think LA is a little bit more talented and dangerous in the midfield than RSL. So I don't know that we're going to be able to dominate possession the way we did second half of RSL. And maybe we'll keep the skipping man formation as a second half type of formation. But for now, we're going to hand this over to the assistant coach. We got roster problems. Not bad roster problems, but like good roster problems, if that's a thing. Mainly, we got too many guys who play the same position who are too good. And we got to figure it out. It's one of those things where, like, you hope for injuries in a weird way, or maybe you hope for somebody to come in and bid. Which, that was a couple of things that I was worried about this season. Obviously, we had a lot of injuries last year, and we had to bring in some of our reserves, and our reserves played very well. Not a lot of injury problems at the moment. We do have Carrera, our left winger, who's out, Mendez, our striker, who's out, and Romero, our right winger, who is out. Dakota Gomez is on the disabled list. But those guys are fairly inconsequential. I mean, I guess Mendez isn't inconsequential, but for now, he is. He's made inconsequential by just us changing our formation. So that's one thing. We are a little bit injury resistant, and that was something I was worried about coming off of last season. But the other thing I was worried about was some of our players are starting to get up there in value and get up there in interest. Guys like Andre, he's worth $5 million now these days. So I was worried that somebody's going to come in and steal him from us. Same with Petrasso. But now we got no issues there. If those guys get bought, I mean, maybe we're not going to sell them. We could sell them, but that might be a bit premature. If there are problems on the squad in terms of guys complaining about playing time, then maybe, we'll look into it. But if not, then we'll just keep them around until somebody buys them out from underneath us. So until then, we'll just sort of rotate a little bit. Like last game, we rotated in Jaguar, and he played very well, so we'll keep him in there. We rotated Ramos and Lopez. Now, the other thing about Andre and Ramos are essentially the same player. Bring one in, bring the other in, doesn't matter. They're both almost exactly the same. 3.5-star defensive midfielder, box-to-box midfielder, segundo volante type dudes. But when they're in there together, there's no playmaking, there's no passing, there's no flow. So that's why this last game I brought in Lopez and Agor. Both those guys have vision. Lopez could use a little better passing. But they both have vision, teamwork, they move the ball, they have good spacing and stuff, good decision making. So I think the ball flows a little better with only one of those guys in there, either Ramos or Andre. So I think we're going to switch those two guys out. We'll see what happens. Now, Petrasso and Alberto, Mane and D'Alessandro, I think right now it's too early to say that our backups are better than our starters. I think Petrasso and D'Alessandro are two of the best players on our team, so I don't think we're going to mess with those guys. Meanwhile, LA has a star-studded roster. Their new goalkeeper, Nilsson, is in. Woodward, Aureliano, Salas, and Rosenberry. Mostly new defense. I think Rosenberry was their rookie from a couple of seasons ago, who was pretty good. Yeah, super draft for Philadelphia about back in 2016. They got him in a trade in 2019, so he wasn't a rookie. He was just a trade, and he came in and played very well. Played 34 games, 33 games, so he's a solid defender for him. Looks like he's coming forward this season. Midfield, of course, they're very good. Jonathan Dos Santos, João Pedro, Gio Dos Santos on the right wing. Below, Cantu. Who's Ginsberg? He looks like a super draft type player. 21 years old, 15 finishing. Yep. Super draft this season. He's already got 2 starts under his belt. No goals, so that's promising. But he's got lots of veterans around him who can score goals. So maybe that's not going to be an issue. But anyway, our lineup, mostly the same. Thiago, Desovic, and Duverne at fullbacks. Bruno, Jaguar in the central defense. Agor, Lopez, Andre, Petrasso, D'Alessandro, and Kyle Aaron up top. Let's go, gentlemen. Come on, guys. Carry on straight in from the last match. That's what we want. Opposition instructions. So let us close down on those whom need to be closed down upon. Gio, Cantu. Now, I think this boy here that we talked about, Rosenberry, he's going to try to come forward. So we will cover him accordingly. How much of a boost is Alessandrini's absence? I hate Alessandrini. He's not as bad this save as he has been in previous saves. But we haven't played LA very much, so he hasn't been able to rile my hatred as much as before. Any team would miss a player of his caliber. Get out of here. All right, so here we go. In LA, Staples Arena or whatever, Quickie Mart Center. I forget what the name of their place is. Staples Center, but Staples Center is a basketball arena. Maybe they sponsor this as well. I don't know. Anyway, here's Dos Santos on the first highlight of the game. Hopefully we can play as well as we did against RSL. There's that man coming forward. Let's watch him. Their left fullback is way on the wrong side of the field. What's going on? Our defense is getting all mixed up here. All right. We're a little bit back together. Dos Santos sends it out wide. Intercepted by Petrasso. You know, that's why we're not willing to replace Petrasso with a 19-year-old just yet. Here's Lopez to Andre D'Alessandro. He's going to dribble it down the field. Nice play to Andre. Let's see what we can do with it. Kyle Larin gets it forward. He does. He's got Petrasso on the back post. He's in there, boys. He's in there. Great assist. Great goal by Petrasso. So like I said, he's finally coming into his own. He's 25 years old now. And I have a bad habit. Here's Kyle Larin again. Crowd upset. The Montreal contingent cheering loudly. But yeah, I have a problem. Uh-oh, here we go. Desovic, throw in, far side. Can we get our second goal? Lopez. Desovic. Gore's going to settle it down. Gets it into Andre. Can he get it forward? He's got somebody there. Nope, Lopez. Lopez makes the pass. Andre takes the shot. No good. Petrasso still there. Kyle Larin. Kyle Larin's going to get the rebound. It's off the side of the post. 25-year-olds. 24-year-olds. I sell them off too early, too much. I mean, I already did that this last season with getting rid of Taylor. As soon as Taylor got to become a steady starting player, I see that he's reached his potential and I get rid of him. Here's a Gore with the kick, interestingly. I don't think I've set him up to kick, but that's okay. Alessandrini to Kyle Larin off the post. That was an ill-advised header by Woodward. Jaguar gets it, sends it in. Lopez tracks it down. Lopez loves those green boots, man. Alessandro can't get it in there, but he's going to win a header. Going to win a corner. Let's go, boys. Here we go. There we go. Lopez taking the corner. That's more like it. I think we've got Jaguar going in there. That's no good. We don't want him as the target on these plays. We want Bruno as the target. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to figure that out at some point. But for now we'll let it go. Here's Rosenberry. Gets it out wide for Cantu. He's covered, though. Double covered. João Pedro, he's covered. Dos Santos is not covered, but his shot goes high. That's fine. It's hard to cover everybody, especially when you're double teaming somebody in the corner. Got to get your defensive rotations in order. All right, so up 1-0 is fine. We're happy with this, no doubt about it. We got 6 shots, 2 on target. Last game, we had like 16 shots and 10 on target. That's what I'm looking for. That's the kind of production I want. Now, we're probably not going to get it out of the Burning Man formation. They're starting to get too many highlights here. Dos Santos, Giovanni heads it out. Paulo gathers it in to Cantu with a shot wide. 32 minutes down, so we're getting closer and closer to halftime. Dos Santos, both Dos Santoses are kind of tired. I don't know if they're coming off international duty. Probably not. They're probably coming off of a game earlier in the week. But no rest for those boys. Meanwhile, we're pretty fresh. Lopez doesn't have great stamina. But he's doing okay right now, 79%. Here's a throw in near side. Oh, that was a free kick, I think, Duverne. Andre centers to Lopez. Lopez looking around, double covered. Almost loses the ball to João Pedro, but he gets it to Petrasso. Forward to Kyle Aaron, back to Petrasso. He tries a shot. Lopez gathers it in. Our boys just have so much more vision and understanding these days. They go after those loose balls much better than in previous seasons. It's probably because they aren't all teenagers anymore. Finally, I gotta let a team mature. I have so many problems when it comes to just focusing on youth after youth after youth that I forget to let them actually mature. There's a nice defensive play there by our fullback, Desovic. 1 minute of stoppage time. Let's not let them score a late goal. That would be wonderful. Below, get out of here. Frightening. Here we go. Here's halftime. 30 seconds. 10 seconds. 20 seconds overdue. Halftime. Let's go. All right. How are we looking here? Analysis. What do you got for me, assistant coach? Despite our lead, we've struggled to control possession. Okay. It's not the worst idea in the world. Now, we could try our second half tactic. Because we don't need to sub anybody out to try this tactic. We just need to, do that. Bingo, bango. And switch Lopez and Agor around, and there we go. Change Agor into deep line playmaker. Andre. Box to box. That's his deal. That's what he loves to do. And then, we can work on controlling the ball. Retain possession, work it into the box, slow it down, do all that stuff. Maybe it's a dumb idea to change it when you're leading at halftime, but I'm full of dumb ideas these days. Okay. Guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. That's right. Everybody's happy about that. Let's go. No complacency. We're changing it up. They're gonna have made all these intricate changes at halftime, trying to counteract our burning man formation, and then we come out in the skipping man. They don't know what to do. They're confused. That should buy us at least like 20 minutes of possession. Nope. Dos Santos sends it in to Ginsburg. Wow. Set piece goal. I don't know that you can blame that on our change at halftime. I mean, maybe you can. Anytime you make a change at halftime, you can blame that. But this is a set piece. This is our fullback coming off the line and not really challenging that well, and then back post not challenging at all. Not happy about those. That was Duverne, I think, on the back post. Should have done better than that. It might have even been Bruno. If that's the case, then I'm very upset with him. All right, well, they tied it up at home. Now we'll see. We got 9 shots, 3 on target. Possession, they are definitely still dominating possession. So maybe it's not a good idea. Like I thought at the beginning of the game, not a good idea to go possession for possession against LA. That's kind of their bread and butter with all those Dos Santoses in the middle of the field. All right, here's Nielsen. The slow play to Salas, the goal scorer. But he ain't slow playing it. He's banging it downfield to Desovic. Kind of like in volleyball. Like try to serve to their weakest player. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, trying to send the ball to Desovic, see if he'll make a mistake. There's Petrasso, gets it forward. Lopez. He's surrounded. He's got Agor. Could put Agor on support instead of defense. That might help things out a little bit. Andre's got a little bit of room. Gets it forward. D'Alessandro, he's in on goal. There it is. We changed that up too. First half, we had Petrasso on attack. This half we got D'Alessandro on attack. So changed everything. They got no idea where we're coming from. Focusing on the left hand, we hit him with the right. Andre, this is a great pass though. I know I say he's not a playmaker, but that was a great through ball. And then boom, nice finish. The Italian streak. I don't think he needs a nickname. Petrasso sends one in. Lopez, Kyle Larin. Ugh. It's not his forte, shooting the ball like that. Long shot's 13, that's not terrible. But still not his forte. He does have an assist, so that's good. Dos Santos, they subbed out the guy in between the two Dos Santos. Actually, they moved Gio to center. I thought he was on the right. They brought in Koeman, Wallace. Here's Dos Santos. Jonathan gets it out wide to Wallace. Duverne misses the tackle. Wallace is in. Here comes Jaguar. Oof. Ginsburg almost got another great play. He's the one who had the assist on the goal. 70 minutes, though. We're still controlling things pretty well. Jaguar not playing well in central defense. We could bring in Basic. I don't know about that. We could bring in Vallo and move Duverne down, but he's not doing much better than Jaguar. Everybody else is just sort of doing average. There's Desovic with a yellow card. I think that will signal his end of the night. There's a deflection. So we'll bring in Basic for Desovic, and we'll keep it at that. 72 minutes. There's our substitute. Now we got a 6'6" guy sitting there at the edge of the box. They get the header, but Thiago grabs it. Good man, good man. 74 minutes and counting. Thiago's just going to bang it downfield. Kyle Larin doesn't go for that one. Doesn't deem it necessary. Dos Santos, Pedro out wide to Wallace. They're passing it around nicely. Woodward can't get past Duverne. D'Alessandro, though, can't handle the ball. And LA recovers possession. They got a lot of good passers in the middle of their team, but that's not one of them. Koeman. He does make a great pass, though, to Dos Santos. Thiago is there. Great save, my man. Great save. All right. Here is JDS. Junior Dos Santos. No, wait. That's the MMA fighter. Jonathan Dos Santos. LA gets a throw in, maybe? Nope. No highlights. All right. Let's see the clock roll a little bit, boys. That would be nice. 11 shots, 4 on target. Only 6 fouls. 46% possession. Woodward gets a yellow card. João Pedro with a yellow. Salas with a yellow. All right, here we go. Thiago bombs it downfield. Kyle Larin does go for that one. Sort of wins it. Igor gets murdered at midfield, but no call. Giovanni. Not going to call Giovanni for that nonsense. João Pedro. Giovanni. Good play. Jaguar. Can't get it to Kyle Larin, though. Tries to play it out wide. Yes, D'Alessandro, good play. If Duverne gets there, it's a good play. It is a good play. Now don't mess it up. Please, hello, thanks. Thiago bombs it. Petrasso wide open, heads it down for Lopez. Gets it forward. We're on the counterattack. Get it out wide. He sees him. D'Alessandro out wide. He's going to outpace these boys. He's got 3 men rushing towards the front of the net. Gets it to Kyle Larin. Header just over the net. Nope, Milson had to get a finger on that one. So we do get a corner out of it. Nice counterattack. Petrasso now sends it in. There's Jaguar trying to go up with the trees. Again, he's the wrong guy to be going after that. Lopez to Petrasso. Drops it back for Igor. See how nicely those guys move the ball? And then it sort of sticks on the foot of Andre. D'Alessandro out wide. He's got two men covering him. He's turned his back, but he gets it to Andre, who's dispossessed. And there ends the highlight. 80 minutes. Koeman. Deflectamundo. Offside. Offside. Rodney Wallace, how do you feel? How do you feel, young man? You just cost your team the game. Maybe. We could switch to counterattack. Woodward is injured. Get out of here. That's good. They're down to 10 men. They've used all 3 of their substitutions, so that should help us out immensely. 88 minutes. Coming up 5 minutes of stoppage time. Let's go. Agor is a little bit winded out there, but with 5 minutes left to go, he can make it. Same with Lopez, is also a little bit injured, but that's not injured, but winded. Bosic with the throw into Lopez. Petrasso gets it forward. Kyle Larin, he kind of looked offside, but maybe not. Nope. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe yes. Thiago. 20 seconds to go. No, a minute 20 seconds to go. João Pedro to Ie. Not sure what that name was all about. Giovanni looking around. Nice play by Bosic. Great play. Thank you for being not an idiot. Larin loses possession, but he gets it back to Lopez. Let's see. Lopez gets tripped. Come on. Get a card, son. Nope, no yellow card. Bosic takes the free kick. Interesting. Lopez in the middle of the park. He's got Larin. Good pass. Larin dispossessed. Come on, man. Show some passion. Show some fire. Jaguar, the ball-playing defender. Good job. 30 seconds to go. Thiago playing with it. Shouldn't be playing with it, my man. Not after the first game of the season. Here they are on their final counterattack. Koeman down the near sideline. He's got 2 men rushing out at him. He crosses it. There's Thiago. That should end the game. He can waste 10 seconds. Dribble the ball. Come on. Dribble it like a basketball player. There we go. There we go. 2-1. 12 shots. 5 on target. Close to our 50% range. Only 9 fouls to their 15. Only 48% possession. So I don't know. Did our change in the second half help or hurt or have no consequence? I don't know. Anyway, good win, boys. Well done. And the pep talk. Agor played very well. 7.6 rating for D'Alessandro. Everybody else was sort of average. We're slightly above average. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So we got Toronto coming up next. That's a game we should probably watch. We should have probably played 2 games this episode. But I don't know how long this recording has been. Maybe it hasn't been that long. Maybe we can pause it and play a second game. Let's go crazy. Why not? All right. It's a pause. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the next game with Toronto, and they still love this 4-5-1 formation. No matter how many coaches they seem to throw out the door, they keep this 4-5-1 formation. I'm not sure what's up. But Toronto, they got Lutweiler in goal this time. Mavinga, Callens, Messias, Dan Real, sure, why not? Boyaka, Ortega, Gage, Williams, Roa, and Giovinco. So they still got a dangerous team. Got a few missing guys, but not a ton. Let's see, are those guys on the bench? No, so there must be some injuries. Anyway, we have rotated the squad. Something that I said I wasn't going to do this season, but we're doing it anyway. And honestly, we didn't really need to. We had 3 days between last game and this game, so a lot of our guys had gotten back up to like 91 or 92% fit, so they could have played, and I should play them, but I'm not going to, just because I can't stop rotating. So, of course, we got Thiago in goal, Bosic, Bruno, Chevalier, and Duverne. So, 4 guys who have played together. Obviously, Bruno and Duverne are still the linchpins of the defense. Junior Ramos has come in. He's going to be playing the Segundo Volante role. Daniels, M. Daniels, is going to be making his debut. Who is this guy, you might wonder? This guy is one of our academy players, 18 years old. 2-star player, 2.5-star, maybe 3.5-star ability. But he's got good vision, work rate, teamwork, decent passing at 11, determination, decisions. He's a good sort of playmaker in the midfield, and he was fit. He was like 98% fit because he's just come back from international duty, so he is ready to go. Shamit Shom. Haven't heard this name in a couple of seasons. He's been out developing his skills on loan. He is back. He's one of our only advanced playmakers, so we got him in the game. He's also mostly match fit. Alberto, you're going to see the young man who's got the MLS all a Twitter over here. See if he can play. Mane on the right and Vasquez up top. So we've switched out just about everybody in the midfield except for Ramos. So maybe this is a bad idea. Too much rotation, but I can't help it. Come on, guys. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. Let's go. Opposition instructions. Let us also advance in a timely fashion. Close down those guys. Close down on Gage. And there we go. Doesn't look like their fullbacks are coming forward, so we should be okay. You sprung a few surprises. Yes, some players will play here. Others will play elsewhere. It's Derby Day. How are you looking forward to your rivals? Always look forward to this. Blah, blah, blah. Last meeting, yeah, we beat them 3-0. Or did they beat us 3-0? I can't remember back to last season. I know we crushed them in the preseason. So if we perform as we can, blah, 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 things will work out. Let's go. Saputo Stadium, another home game. It's a lot of home games we've had so far. Daniels rocking number 46 in there. Shamit Shom, his traditional number 40. Bosic. So we're going to play it around. We're going to try to hold on to the ball a little bit. Alberto down the sideline pings it off one of their players' faces. So that's good news. Altidore is injured. He's on the bench, though. I didn't think he would be. Or I didn't think he was, actually. But anyway, here's Junior Ramos. Sends one in. Mane can't get to it, but it goes right back to Ramos. Sends it to Vasquez. Vasquez tries to pass it. He can't get it, so he just shoots it. Good man. Right into the Toronto supporters section. They've got quite a large supporters section, as you would probably guess. Not that far away. How far away? Can we Google this before our next highlight? Distance. Toronto. Not spelling things correctly. And Quebec City. No, not Quebec City. What am I thinking? And Montreal. It is 5 hours and 20 minutes, aka 541 kilometers. Messias gets the kick out wide to Boyaka. It's a great pass. Duverne is there, centering pass to Giovinco. What's up with our defense? What happened there, boys? Can't let that ball get through to Giovinco. Somebody was supposed to stop that. Look, it went. Chevalier tried to back out of there like that wasn't his position. He is on the right-hand side. Yeah. It was your problem. Alberto takes the free kick. No good. 28 minutes down. We're down a goal. Not so good. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to try to control the ball against somebody who plays 5 in the midfield. But again, this is Every time we seem like we do the rational thing, it backfires on us. So let's just start doing the irrational stuff and see how that works. Mane is going to take a shot wide. All right, boys. 35 minutes. Not playing too bad. Bosic doesn't look too good. Mane doesn't look too good. Alberto, Vasquez, all the guys we subbed in are playing poorly. Good news is we can sub 3 of those guys out and bring the starters back in as long as we don't get too far behind. J. Ortega. And this will be the litmus test for the first half of the season. Will we ever play our reserves ever again? If they lose this game, the answer is no. Duverne, good tackle. Daniels, don't mess it up. Thank you. Nice pass. Mr. 18-year-old, don't do too many crazy things. Thiago just going to bomb it downfield for Vasquez. Shom is going to gather it in. Nice play. Gets it out wide to Alberto. Can Alberto make a play? He's got 2 men on him. He sends it in. Nobody there. Shom heads it down for Daniels, the youngster. Looking forward to Shom. Forward to Mane. Looks like Mane is going to be our key offensive target. Look at Toronto. They got some tired boys out there. Doesn't make a difference, though. They're up a goal, and we're over here with fresh boys, but we're playing terrible. 6.4 for Mane, 6.3 for Alberto. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Not looking good. Here we go. Corner kick. Daniels sends it in. Shom heads it back to Mane. He's looking. He's going to take that shot. Deflected all around. Ortega clears it. Ortega's got a bit of an injury. Thigh injury. There's halftime. Okay, analysis. Encourage our players to try and play a short passing play. Whatever. I don't think that's our problem. I think our problem is just like not showing enough passion. So let's get into the dressing room. Let's be assertive. Expect to see a much better half. Let's go. You know what? See if we can put some pressure on these boys. Close down, stuck in. They're tired and thirsty and hungry and stuff, so let's try to make their lives even more miserable than they are right now. They have subbed out Ortega, brought in the gem. 26-year-old American. Physicals are terrible. Everything else is just sort of okay. So he's nobody we should be afraid of. Here's a corner for Roa. He's got good corner-taking abilities. Wow, it's unbelievable that wasn't a score. I think Duverne may have kept that out. Juan Roa again. That time Ramos is there to make a play. Giovinco has it. Back out to Roa. Can't let Giovinco have too many of those shots wide open. You got to cover that boy. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Alberto, no good. Vasquez, no good. Coming up on the 60-minute point. We're going to get them out of here if we don't get a highlight. Lutweiler, the man, the myth, the legend, is back. Bosic heads it to nobody. Gajet gets it forward. That was a bad pass. Bangs it ahead. Mane on the run. He's going to outrun these guys. Can he get it out front? He's got Vasquez there. I really wish he had sent that much lower. Shom, good pass to Alberto. Hit the shot. Lutweiler, though, with the save. Okay. Pause. So, Kyle Larin in. Bruno's playing badly. There ain't much we can do about that. Bosic is playing poorly, but right now we need to score a goal. So I don't know what we can do. The only other thing we can do, take out Alberto. Bring in Petrasso. Because Petrasso is better on the attack. So there we go. Bring in some firepower off the bench. And here we go. We immediately get a highlight. Shamit Shom sends it in. Lutweiler, though, makes the grab. Kind of makes me wish we didn't get rid of him, but, you know, he's making a little too much money to be sitting on our bench. Chevalier wins the header. Kyle Laren grabs it, but Williams makes the tackle. Let's see who this highlight goes to. Giovinco messing around with it. Toronto's trying to slow play it. Good interception by Shamit Shom. Bosic is there. Petrasso. See what we can do. He's going to run with it. Nope. We'll give it to Shamit, who's going to stand around for a while. Dictate tempo, as they say. Petrasso, can he get it forward? Can he get it forward? He does. Play it to Mane. Mane, come on. They are dying on the back line. Messias, 55%. Ron Roa, 52%. Maybe we can bang it forward a little bit. Get more expressive. Come on, boys. Show some passion. These are our rivals, after all. Let's go. Here we are. Petrasso sends it in. Missed header, but he gets it right back. Deflection. Mane is going to shoot it. Oh, what a shot. A banger off the crossbar and in. He's taken so many of those shots already this season that have not gone anywhere near the goal. Finally, he lines one up. Look at this. He's got 2-3 steps, takes a touch, and then a shot. Altidore in, Juan Roa out. So they're bringing a little firepower off the bench. Mavinga injured. Boyaka in. Just another tired boy coming in off the bench. Here we are. Petrasso. Chevalier can't get ahead on it. There's Mane again. Is he going to take another shot? He unfortunately does. Daniels is a little bit tired in the midfield. I think we got a solution for that. 7.0 rating. The 18-year-old comes in. First match. I think this is his first match with the senior team. Gets a start. Gets a 7.0 rating. Good man. But Lopez or Andre? I guess it's Lopez. Because he is a much better sort of playmaker-y dude. Yeah, he can even play that deep line playmaker role just fine. So we shall confirm that. Kyle Laren going forward. He's got nobody in the box. He's going to have to mess around. Drops it back to Daniels. To Junior Ramos with the shot wide. "82 minutes. Here's Lopez. Takes a shot, gets it in straight to Lutweiler. That was a nice soft little shot. 84 minutes. Here we go, another highlight. Chevalier to Lopez to Ramos. Shamit Shom. See what he can do with it in the middle of the defense there. Lopez looking around, plays a slow ball out to Mane, who gets tackled immediately. Giovinco is going to try to go 1-on-4. There's a big hole in the middle of the defense, but Chevalier closes that up. He looks so huge next to Giovinco. Giovinco with a terrible pass. Return terrible pass by our team. Ramos has to gather it in. Show him to Lopez. Lopez bangs it forward for Mane. Nope, can't get through there. Ramos looking for people to get outside, and he just shoots it. 88 minutes. Five minutes of added time. 3 minutes left. 2.5 minutes to go. Giovinco. Toronto's trying to steal one on the road. Centering pass deflected by Ramos. Altidore, get him. Get Giovinco as well. Get everybody. Lopez, good man. All right. 2 minutes left. A minute left. 30 seconds to go. Giovinco with a free kick. No. Yes. Another last second loss. 94 plus minute. Giovinco with a free kick. I mean, that's to be expected, honestly. That's what Giovinco does. He scores free kicks. The leading free kick goal scorer in MLS history, as far as I know. Got like 20 of them, at least. Who knows? By 2021, who knows how many he'll have. Altidore is going to run out the clock. And there it is. 2-1 defeats to Toronto. So, there you have it. No more rotation ever for the rest of time. We're just going to play all of our starters until they die. I mean, that's what Toronto does. Just play their starters till they die. Doesn't matter. If you're at 20% out there running around, you're still good, apparently. Let's get assertive again. Not happy. You chuckleheads. So there we go. Cannot hide the delights. Fuller, huh? Who's this character? Do we know this guy? Ian Fuller. What's our relationship with him? Fairly poor. All right, get out of here, Ian Fuller. All right. Marcus Daniels, a little bit jaded and could do with a rest. That's fine. He'll be rested for the rest of his life after that performance. Actually, no. He played well. Team fell apart when we took him out of there, honestly. But we'll give him a week's rest. He's not playing anyway, other than getting a start today. If that makes any sense at all, which it doesn't, but it might in the future when he never plays again. So we got Philadelphia next, then Orlando City, LAFC, NYFC, Red Bulls. We're getting close to the quarter season update. 4 more games. 3, 4. Philadelphia, Orlando, LA, NYFC. I think I got a handle on this team right now, so we might come back for the quarter season update. I don't know that we have to see every single game. And we know Philadelphia. We know we can beat Philadelphia. Orlando might be a fun game to watch. LAFC is always a fun game away. But, we can always watch the highlights and stuff like that. So, anyway, we'll figure that out. We'll come back for one of these here games eventually. So, until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.